So now I'm going to show you how to make ombre shades. Okay, so ombre is like really nice when you're going to use on the cake, which is nothing but having the intensity of the color starting from the light and then the next higher intensity and then another darker version, or it could be like 3 or maybe even more than 3, and it comes in really very nicely on cake when you're going to do rosettes or ruffles, or even the ombre shades could be used to frost the cake around. So which is the easiest way without having to lose too much cream or losing the consistency of the cream and stuff like that. So I thought it would be nice if I show you how to mix up the colors and make 3 different intensities of the same color. So I am going to use blue. So this is the blue colored whipping cream. Obviously it's a stabilized whipping cream. Into that few drops of blue is already been mixed up, and we have this whole big bowl of light blue colored whipping cream. So I am looking at 3 different shades of blue. So now this is my lightest color, and I am going to take a part of this and then keep it aside. So that will be my first shade, and with the remaining light blue shade of the whipping cream that I have in the bowl, I am going to make it a bit darker by adding more gel color and then folding it up, and from that I am going to take half of it and then set it aside, and then I will have the last portion with me. On that I am going to add few more drops and then make it darker, and that way I will be working on one bowl only. I do not have to split the whipping cream into 3 different bowls and then mix them up, adding more colors in each of the different bowls. So I will be using only one bowl for mixing. Okay, so first to just soften up a bit, I'm just going to take one portion out. So I'm just eyeballing it to be 3 parts, and out of which 1 part is here, and this I will just divide into 2 after mixing. So this is my first color which is ready, and to this bowl I am going to add the royal blue, which is the same color that was added to get this light blue as well. Okay. So I've added quite a bit of drops of the gel food coloring, right? So I'm just going to break down, fold and mix where I've added the gel color, so it spreads out first, and then I'll start folding in completely. So I'm just looking for streaks of the white whipping cream, and then if everything is mixed up, then I have a clean blue color. Now for me to check if I have the next variant of the blue, so this is the lighter shade and that's 1 shade darker, and so from this I'm just going to divide and get my second shade out and then set it aside. Okay, so second shade is done. So into this same bowl I'm going to add in some more of the gel color. Just spreading the color first so it just evenly gets distributed. So let me just check the shades. So I have the lightest blue in here, and then one shade darker, and then the darkest. And you've seen how much gel food coloring, the blue, goes into this, and then how much more I'd added here, and then this has the highest quantity of the gel color, right? So any darker shade is going to eat up so much food coloring, and there is a possibility that anything that is like really dark could take the taste of the gel color, depending on what brand you're using, and that we will know only after trying. However, I suggest that avoid using too much food color as you do, and obviously if there is a requirement of doing it, you could try things like airbrushing on the outside, so that's not a lot of food color, not the entire cream is all the color that we can just add it into the cream. Now this is fine, anything more than this, like say maybe a royal blue or things like that, we need to be mindful about how much food coloring we are adding in the cream. So with this we have the ombre shades of whipping cream. I'll get back in the lesson to show you how I'm going to use this on the cake.